Good afternoon, Philippines, and welcome to your continuing coverage of the 2021 PVL Open Conference live on One Sports and One Sports Plus. The action coming to you from the PCV Socio-Civic and Cultural Center in Bacara, Ilocos Norte. Our four teams qualifying in the semifinals are set, and after Creamline had a comeback victory against Perlas a while ago, they secured the number one seed. But for slots number 2 up to number 4, a lot has to be determined. And this game at hand, the Choco Mucho Flying Titans and Petrogas Angels will say a lot about that. More of the breakdown later on. Signal HD and then the PLDT home fiber power hitters also competing against each other for your triple header Friday. Good afternoon, everyone. We're glad to be with you. Migs Gomez and Mosey Ravenna at your service. Hello again, partner.
Hello, partner. Parang kailan lang
Yes, I certainly did miss you, and we were talking about the exciting matchups coming in for us this weekend. Semifinals na po tayo on Sunday. Last regular season playing day for tomorrow. But what's happening here, Mosey? Break down to us the top 4 teams.
Okay, now you see yung standings natin. Well, set na tayo dun sa 4. But this match will have an effect on both teams seeding for the semis. Creamline, because they won in the first game, they automatically get the top seed as they hold the tiebreaker via winner over the other rule against CHOCOMUCHO, the only team that can have an 8-1 record. In another case, there could still be several combination ties among Petrogas, CHOCOMUCHO, and Cherry Tigo, and that only can be determined if we finish all our playing dates. So hanggang dulo tayo, Migs, hanggang Saturday. A win by Petrogas here keeps them in contention for the second seed as they will finish the elimination round with 7-2 record. In this situation, Choco Mucho wins against Cherry Tigo on Saturday. Choco Mucho will tie with Petrogas at 7-2. A loss by Petrogas here puts them at 4th with 6-3 record since Cherry Tigo, the only team that can finish 6-3 in this situation, holds the tiebreaker over them by a winner over the other rule. A win naman by Choco Mucho here keeps them ahead in the standings. If they win against Cherry Tigo on Saturday, they will finish with 8-1 record. So, a loss naman today, a loss today, and on Saturday, Cherry Tigo puts Choco Mucho in 4th place at 6-3.
So,
Tapusin na lang natin
mangyari, no?
Saturday. Oh.
Well, again, this game has to do a lot with those playoff implications when it comes to our matchups. But let's first talk about the previous game, the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. This was their first loss of the conference, Mosey, and it was a 5-setter against Creamline. Now, they did start off very well. They even had the lead 2-1 and a 13-9 lead in the 4th set.
And a lot of viewers in that match, Mix, grabe. And a lot of people enjoyed that game, including me. It was such an entertaining game. It could have gone either way. And yung momentum swings dito, talagang kabilaan. Just when you thought na nakuha na ng momentum ang Creamline, bigla ayan na naman ang Choco Mucho. Ang ganda talaga. That was so entertaining.
To your point, 110,000
Wow.
viewers enjoyed that online. And that's not counting the people watching on TV. And of course, everyone who watched it surely enjoyed the performance of this woman, Deanna Wong, who was spectacular when it comes to setting, digging as well, climbing into the top 10 in the league in those 2 categories.
Well, the intensity of this girl was really high in that match, and she had 33 excellent sets and 20 digs.
Yeah.
Grabe! And double-double na talaga high numbers for Deanna Wong. But eventually, siguro the youngsters, no, a little bit more eager, and so they rushed through some plays. That's why Creamline was able to remain composed naman. And despite the loss, si Dina nga had a solid game in digging. And yung reception also caused most of the Titans struggle in that match. Kasi grabe rin yung mga services na binigay ng Creamline sa kanila. But in this game, they cannot afford to be inconsistent against Petrogas. And obviously, they want to seal the deal, diba? Via a win over Petrogas.
Another big test for Choco Mucho. Deanna Wong coming in alive for today. We were able to talk to her before this game. Let's listen in.
Coming from the Creamline game, madami kaming natutunan. Pero siguro ang kailangan namin is composure. Lalo na these coming games, pahirap yung labanan. And siguro din yung sinabi ni Coach na maturity as a team. So these coming games is importante siya na mga games. So yun siguro kailangan namin i-build up and to improve on pa. Being a setter, expected talaga yan from me to lead the team. And siguro given that, binibigyan ko ng confidence yung mga teammates ko kahit nagkakamali, binigyan ulit ng opportunity. And mahalaga talaga na kailangan talaga, lalo na sa dikit na laban, kailangan talaga namin lahat mag-work together sa team, magiging composed, magiging mature. So, I'm just there doing my role kung anong pinagawa sa akin ni Coach, sa teammates ko. But then again, andun yung teammates ko para i-guide ako.
As mentioned by Coach O as well, maturity, one of the things that Choco Mucho will be working on. Now let's talk about the Petrogas Angels coming off a big win last night against Santa Lucia. This actually, Mosey, because of this win, they secured their playoff spot.
But and I was actually expecting a long one from these two teams, Santa Lucia and Petrogas. I was expecting full stretch, pero Petrogas showed us that they really wanted to secure that spot also, making sure that they are on the top 4 in our list, and they did just that.
Straight sets for the Petrogas Angels, starting off in the first set very hot.
Nakakagulat talaga yan, especially up against Santa Lucia, who's also a strong attacking team.
They were coming in, Santa Lucia, with a 3-game winning streak before that match against Myla Pablo and company. Signal number 19 kagabi, Mosey. Again, Myla Pablo coming in very hot. She had 17 big points for Petrogas.
You know, I was watching that game. Coming in, nakita mo si Myla, she had the different demeanor, no? She was just parang enjoying the game, was so happy that yesterday, and it showed in her game. And probably sa ating mga fans rin and mga supporters ni Myla Pablo, ito na yung bagyo siguro na gusto natin malakas palagi.
Well, speaking of Myla Pablo, before that game against Santa Lucia, in one of her interviews, she did say na marami pang mailalabas ang Petrogas squad. And of course, when you have veterans like Chie Saet distributing that ball, she can really tap all those attackers that they have.
That's right. You still have Ria Meneses, Rem Palma in that team, no? So it's really a mix of si Ces Molina, a mix of veterans and youngsters.
Let's listen in to Chie Saet, who we were also able to talk to beforehand.
Every day naman, every training, we are highly motivated by our coaches na parang sabi nga niya na parang i-treat namin lahat every game na last game namin. So parang para sa amin, kumbaga itinodo na talaga din namin for last night's game para makuha din po. And siguro mas naging aggressive lang din kami last night na kaya kami nanalo. Napakaswerte kasi medyo, alam mo, napapadali yung buhay ko as a setter. I mean, wala naman akong, kumbaga, ang hiling sa kanila is like yung magandang receive lang and then magandang pasa. And then, ako nang bahala mag-deliver ng set na gusto nila. And then, sila na din bahala kung ano yung gagawin nila sa naiset ko. Kaya pangit man yun or maganda, ginagawa nila ng paraan.
And now our national referees for this match. First referee, Rene Gaspilio. Second referee, Erlindo Eusebio. And now the starters first for the Petrogas Angels. Outside spiker from San Sebastian College, Recoletos, number 5, Gretzel Soltones. Opposite hitter from San Beda University, number 7, Ces Molina. Middle blocker from the Far Eastern University, number 9, Rem Palma. Center from De La Salle University, number 17, team captain Chie Saet. Middle blocker from the University of Santo Tomas, number 18, Ria Meneses. Outside spiker from the National University, number 19, Myla Pablo. Starting libero from the University of the East, number 8, Kat Arado. And the head coach for Petrogas is Arnold Lanyog. And now the starters for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. The starters from the Ateneo de Manila University. Center number 3, Deanna Wong. Middle blocker number 7, team captain Betty Batayag. Outside spiker number 9, Pongay Gaston. Opposite hitter number 10, Kat Tolentino. Middle blocker number 14, Bea De Leon. Outside spiker from Arellano University, number 21, Regine Arocha.
Here we have the starters first for the Petrogas Angels, the usuals, the veterans. As Chie Saet mentioned, she has the luxury with all these attackers coming up in front. Their leading scorer, Ria Meneses, followed by Myla Pablo, Gretchen Santones, Cez Molina, and then Rem Palma. On the other hand, for Choco Mucho, the starting lineup, also the usual faces, Tolentino leading the way in terms of scoring for their squad. We mentioned Deanna Wong was excellent in setting, digging as well. And of course, you have the leadership of Denden Lazaro Revilla.
Yes, definitely. That's why siguro sa atin, with Choco is a younger team, but it's definitely also a complete team, just like the Petrogas team. Diba? Yung combination lang kasi yung Petrogas ng, again, na veterans and youngsters. But it's a good mix. And complete yung team.
Again, playoff implications for the semifinals on Sunday. If Choco Mucho wins, that means Petrogas will be number 4 going up against Creamline. And then Choco Mucho will face Cheritigo in the semifinals. But if Petrogas wins, that means they will either face Choco Mucho or Cheritigo, whoever wins tomorrow.
So it's really all down the wire.
And we love this. This is what we wanted
yes.
for a very long time. Kanina pa nga, it was almost a big scare from Perlas.
Yes, on our first game. Muntik pang magulo.
Oo, mas magulo pa yung standings. Bea De Leon and company looking to get back to their winning ways after dropping their first loss against Creamline in their previous outing. Pongay Gaston will score.
That's right, cross-court hit. Pongay. Again, Pongay is just playing so well in this conference.
This time around, giving us our spike of the set, brought to you by Duncan Gaston, the third leading scorer for Choco Mucho.
Imagine that. No transition at all from college to the pro leagues. It also helped that she's still under the tutelage of Coach O.
Not only the tutelage, but her teammates, diba? So much chemistry.
At home.
Oo. Now they have a block, great net defense, Tolentino and Maddie Madayag working together.
Well, I guess Myla Pablo, I'm sure sa practice, they already practiced that na she has to be mindful of the blockers. Obviously, sa kanya itatapat yung mga blockers na mabibigat ng Choco Mucho just because they know, especially when they saw Myla yesterday, that it was the old Myla Pablo that is playing.
Again, 17 points last night for Myla Pablo. Ball out this time around as she tried to tip it over. Great start for Choco Mucho.
Right. 4-0 run.
There's Tolentino, the leading scorer. She has top scored for Choco Mucho in all of the games. Just 2 games lang na tumabla siya alongside the Pongay against Perlas and then Bea De Leon against BLDT.
Well, shows you that Kat Tolentino has really got her game going and also yung consistency niya and maturity na develop niya na in this conference.
Combination play, and that will be the first point for Petrogas, courtesy of Myla Pablo.
Right, and I'm sure we'll mention her name a lot more in our coverage, but we like to hear her name, obviously.
Yes, second leading scorer for Petrogas, Myla Pablo. There's Chie Saet, who is number 4 in terms of setters in the league so far. Service is coming in for her.
That's right. And in her interview, it's really nice to hear na that's really a setter's mindset. Just pass me the ball, ako nang bahala. Diba? Just taking full responsibility on the attacks. Diba? Ako na. Basta ready lang lagi yung attackers.
26 excellent sets for Chie Saet last night against Santa Lucia. Kakarado. Back set, Saet onto Molina who pushes it. The other end, Madi Madayag at the middle.
And she pushed that ball going down, so totally missed timing that were the defenders of Petrogas.
There's Madi Madayag, mentioned one of the top scorers as well, number 4 in CHOCOMUCHO. Saet, this is a chance ball for CHOCOMUCHO. Deanna Wong on the 1-2, covered by Arado. And Myla Pablo, this time, working again on the opposite.
That's right, and that's the second point from that spot. Nicely done.
Our spike of the set brought to you by Duncan. So nakakabawi agad Mosey si Myla after some errors in the first points. Dina onto Ponggay. Arado was there. 2-point lead here. Molina. Kept alive. Deanna Wong just gets it over and she will score.
That's the strength because she's unafraid to risk things, especially sa joust at the net. And that's what you like about the setter, especially a tall setter. Kasi she will always be an advantage.
Very tall front line for CHOCOMUCHO alongside Gaston, Madayag, Bea de Leon. And a lot of chemistry for them. Now it's another block for CHOCOMUCHO.
So nahihirapan talaga sa open ng Petrogas kasi bantay na bantay yung open side. So they really have to think of other ways on how they're, to score yung mga attacks. So I'm sure they have a lot of plays.
Chie Saet certainly has the tools here. Molina on the opposite, set back. Arado goes back to Ses. Puts it over. Back set ngayon ni Deanna Wong. Tolentino on the off speed. And here's Soltones. And she will score.
Soltones, even if the hit was not as powerful as her usual hit, look at her go. Pinapatama, pinapacheck din sa blocker, so it's something na pwede nilang puntahan.
We all know that the blocking of CHOCOMUCHO is very, very dangerous.
That's where they get their strength. Especially, let's say, hindi masyado maganda yung attacks. Yun ang ginagawa nila. They will be mindful and go for block points and then nakukuha nila uli yung rhythm nila.
I'm hearing a siren here on the venue. I'm gonna try to... Alright, so we're continuing our action just after a short delay. 4 serving 7, Ria Meneses. Back set, Madayag on the run, sent back. This time it's Arrocha. Great net defense by Petrogas. Soltones. Dina, back to Madayag. Kept alive. Molina sends it over. Tolentino, chance ball. Molina again. Good rally. Saved by Molina right there. Chance
Still
ball for
playable.
CHOCOMUCHO. Wong onto Arrocha. And finally she scores.
Arrocha finally finding the spot. Nagkapaguran na dun sa blocking.
That sends us to our first technical timeout. 8-4, CHOCOMUCHO with the lead.
Ranking number 4 for best blocker with 18 kill blocks and scoring 12 points last game against Creamline. Maddie Madzilla Madayag told me that as much as they're onto the crown, they're actually taking it one game at a time, slowly but surely improving their communication on the court. They're focusing now on the present. Who will get this win? The Flying Titans or the Petrogas Angels, still fresh from yesterday's win? Let's find out on PVL and One Sports.
Thank you, Ai. Communication, one of the things that Choco Mucho is working on. It was a great test, of course. Going up against Creamline, suffering your first loss. Something that will eventually develop them, your maturity as they go along in the first and only pro league in the country.
Well, I think it's good and bad, you know, Migs, kasi but more good, I think, on the part of Chocomucho because they were up against Creamline, a really strong team, a sister team at that,
Yeah.
diba? Pero tignan mo naman the scores and you can see how they also played against them. It's not, it was a tall order, but they were ready, diba? So sa akin, if you look at that angle, I think it will help Chocomucho a lot in their succeeding games, diba? Especially in the semifinals.
They did take sets 1 and 3. They led 13-9 in set number 4. Now they're really looking good. Pongay Gaston attacking from the back row.
Much improved Pongay in this conference.
And you mentioned on the game, Ozzy, that yung kanilang chemistry, all these years playing together, might be the biggest thing
True.
for Choco Mucho.
I think it's really working well for them. Siyempre, in this lineup, only si Arocha ang insertion. I mean, like a new addition to the team. And then who was also a former lane.
Yeah. 10-5, a timeout here. Choco Mucho still with the lead. Well, as for health and safety protocols, we can't put a mic in that huddle, but we try to listen as much as we can. Certainly, Petrogas looking for great signs, you know, to try to make a comeback in this first set.
I think si Coach Arnold was just telling the girls yung mga adjustments that they have to make right now inside the court. Kasi nga, Chocomucho trying to pull away.
Works that time around. Gretchen Soltones will score on the open, the third leading scorer for Petrogas. Now, si Gretchen has had some great games this season. She's led the team in scoring 4 times.
Wow. And what they needed for with Gretchen nga are those points, right? Pero what Gretchen gave them was plus pa in her defense. Like in the last game, she also had, I think, 13 digs and a lot of excellent reception. So, yun pa yung inad ni Gretchen dun sa game niya going into this new team, di ba? Coming into Petrogas. So, maganda rin. It's also nice that she improved herself.
And to your point, she's number 2 in receives, just behind Catarado. So that core defense of Petrogas really is going very well, and she will score again, this time from the back row.
So that's again what you want to see, no? And si Myla Pablo and si Gretchen Soltones also attacking from the back row.
7, serving 11, Rem Palma. 7 excellent receptions so far for Petrogas kontra sa dalawa ng Choco Mucho. Wong on the clip. Chie, Meneses. Choco Mucho up by 4. There is that blocking of Ria Meneses, number 1 in the league so far.
That's right. Yan ang pwede ipangtapat talaga, di ba? Ng Petrogas dito sa Choco Mucho. Although, syempre, ilang rotations lang yan. But still, you really have to get whatever you can from Ria Meneses on those 3 rotations, diba? 3 possessions.
1.6 blocks per set para kay Ria Meneses.
And the intimidation also for
Oo.
Ria Meneses. And even the Rem Palma, mind you.
Lalo na, oo. Kita mo naman yung mga game faces niyan. A service ace here coming in. Sakto sa backline for Rem Palma. Timeout here for Coach O. Still up by 2. You know, Mosey, I'm really waiting for the time where Coach O would be so animated at the sideline. Always very entertaining to watch.
Well, we've heard a lot of mga famous lines,
Oo.
di ba, of Coach O. Dito so far, wala ba tayo
Oo nga eh.
narinig eh. So yung ba yung ano mo, your pinakikinayangan mo, mga famous lines?
Hindi naman. Pero kaya tayo nakikinig eh, no?
Yes,
We
yes.
really-
But you know, Coach, as much as we love his animation, but he's really, seriously, he is so, ano ba, nitty-gritty about his coaching. Yung pati yung maliliit na bagay, talagang napapansin niya, inaayos niya.
Choco Mucho up by 2. Gaston sent back. Another great one at the net defense for Petrogas.
There you go, another one coming from Ria Meneses. This time, of the Pongay Gaston hit.
So after being down by 5 points, now the lead is down to 1.
That was really quick.
We were talking about these two teams, Mosey. Very matched, no?
The way they play.
We're in for a great one this afternoon. Myla Pablo kept alive by Pongay. Here's Tolentino with a push. Chie Saet will go to the open. Pablo. Great rejection by Chocomucho.
And poor coverage on the side of Petrogas. Remember, coverage will be important in this match with Petrogas. Why? Because alam nyo na yung blocking ng Chocomucho is so consistent. You will always have two tall players
Yes.
in front of you. So, yung coverage kailangan active sa side ng Petrogas.
That time around, it was Bea de Leon's turn. Unfortunately, it's a service error coming from her.
Sayang yun kasi
Oo.
si Bea de Leon is also known to have those mean services.
Chie Saet and Petrogas looking to tie things up in the first set. Dina onto Pongay. Arado was there. Saet on the back set. Molina thought to go for the off speed. And here's Tolentino. She will score.
And I like how she challenged herself to get through those Ria Meneses and Myla Pablo. This gets to show you the maturity of Tolentino. Yung hindi siya intimidated by anyone anymore.
One of the top scorers in the league, not just in Choco Mucho. That's going to be it for Petrogas 4 touches. Choco Mucho regaining their momentum once again.
And you don't want this happening if you were Petrogas. I'm sure Coach Arnold Daniel is worried at this juncture because parang two errors na kagad doon sa Petrogas. Why? They were just a point down, Sayang naman. So, you don't want that momentum, what even little momentum you had na mawala lang kagad.
What a dig by Arado off the Pongay hit. Soltones from the back row.
Nice done.
That's a tough angle right there, no? Cutting it to the left.
That deserves a second look.
This is our spike of the set brought to you by Duncan. Soltones elevates and detonates on the attack.
And that was possible because of that Cat Arado dig. And sabi nga ni Chie Saet, lumaki buhay niya. That was also because of partly siyempre si Cat Arado. And you have again Soltones.
Arado is number 1 in both digs and receives in the conference so far. Here's Chie Saet and Molina, two veterans for Petrogas working together. Bongay with a serve, up by 3. Saet getting the misses. And here's Arocha on the approach down the line.
Nicely done.
Arocha, one of the additions, product of Arellano, 16-12 in favor of Chocomucho. Back for your PVL 2021 Open Conference action. Battle at the net. The point goes to Petrogas as they trim the lead down to 3 points in the first set.
And so far, it's 10 attack points for Choco Mucho and 7 for Petrogas.
Ria serving. Top scorer technically for the Petrogas Angels, Ria Meneses. Chance ball for Chocomucho. Dina will go to Regina Rocha. Just pushing it over. Back row. Maila Pablo. Lendon is there. Arocha again, this time on the cross court. Soltones. Blockers were there. Great job by Chocomucho.
That's right. That set by Chie was quite close to the net for Gretchen. You don't want that happening. Why? Because you know that there will always again be the blockers of Choco Mucho waiting for the ball or for the attack. So kailangan rin medyo may vision dapat yung attacker ng Petrogas.
That time around, it was Madi Madayag, number 4 in the league in blocks. Papawi naman agad si Gretchen Soltones.
Yan, better distance from the net. And that's why kita mo kanina, they were successful in those back row attacks, di ba? Because mas nakikita kasi nung hitter kung nasan yung blockers.
Yeah. Soltones, great recognition on that play. Si Jerry Malabanan.
Yeah, Jeremy Malabanan. Player coming from FEU. You know, we saw her potential. And kaya lang alam ko to nag-pre-med to, kaya medyo mahirap talaga.
Medyo busy.
Mahirap. But here in this conference, nakikita natin Coach Arnold naman from time to time may put her in.
Yes, silang dalawa ni Ivy Perez as Rem Palma scores on the regalo. We were mentioning Jeremy Malabanan, Ivy Perez, with the set of Diaz. They even had a start a couple of games back against Valley Pure. That time around, it was si Rem Palma. The usual face that we're seeing at the middle for Petrogas. There's Ivy Perez. Tolentino on the approach. She will score off the block.
Right, Catalentino. Just so steady. You know, every game. And it doesn't matter kung magkakasunod yung game sila, but always ready.
Catalentino among the big names in the league. Sina Liza Valdez, Chacha Santiago, MJ Phillips are the top scorers. Always a great sign when you're a part of that list.
And Malabanan with an off the block point. Take a look at this once again. And off the long hands of Catalentino. Yun na lang yung pwede kang makascore eh, di ba?
Off the block.
Oo, wala ka ng choice.
Regalo doon para kay Bea De Leon, finding the corner.
Bea is very good at that. You know, yung court recognition, palagi niya yung ginagawa and she really knows where to put it.
No one near that ball sa back row para sa Petrogas. Our score 19, serving 16. Dean Arocha. Perez will go to Myla Pablo. There we go. Myla Pablo being activated once again. Seeing Ivy Perez get minutes here as the backup setter to Chie Saet, working well with Myla on that play.
And yun nga eh, si Chi is just so ready. Basta lang okay yung first ball. Di ba yung sabi niya? On the other side kanina in that last technical timeout, Coach Oliver, yun lang ang sinabi niya sa girls. Yung first ball and blocking. So yun yung emphasis niya that huddle.
That time around, no block needed. Myla Pablo cannot get that over the net. Play. Kulang lang.
Sayang, ang ganda kasi sana yung set ni Ivy kay Myla. Late na yung blockers actually ng Choco Mucho. That's why she wanted to go down the line.
Yeah.
Nagmamadali rin siya.
20-17, Rhea Meneses down the middle.
That's really what they need para may variation itong atake ng Petrogas. Rhea Meneses and that Perez connection.
Great to see Ivy Perez also able to utilize those great assets that they have in the squad. Chie Saet bringing here, down by 2. Good chance for Petrogas. Paparamdam na naman sila muli. But of course, they have to get over the top here. Tina will go to Tolentino. Kept alive by Saet. Chance ball here coming in for Choco Mucho. Tina, back cut. And she will score this time.
Not again delivering for Choco Mucho, delivering the goods.
It's great that she has a lot of help as well, di ba? Kasi yung teammates niya coming off injuries. There's Maddie Madayag on your screen. 21-18. Chie Saet will go to Meneses. Kept alive. Chance ball for Petrogas. Saet back to Riri. Tolentino again. Arado was there. That's what she's known for.
It's overset. Says Molina had a hard time even just saving that ball. Sa antena na eh.
Oo.
Lapit na.
Tough angle right there from Molina using the left hand. Sends us for another timeout. 22-18. Choco Mucho with the lead. Mosey, what does Petrogas have to do to try to save this first set for their squad?
Well, I think they have to bring in their yung plays na pwede nila that medyo percentage-wise will give them the score or will give them the point. And siguro si Ces Molina na yung nasa harap. So, kung puporsyento ka Ces Molina there, you can also give it to Myla Pablo on the back row. Actually, malakas yung front line. I think Myla is also on the front line. But this is a good rotation for Petrogas to at least get some more points. Try to claw their way back.
There's Myla Pablo on the opposite. 18-22. Petrogas down by 4. Bongay too wide. Petrogas still trying to crawl their way back again. Si Diggs po ang nakataya sa larong ito. If Petrogas loses, they're at number 4. Will face Creamline in the semifinals. If they win, kalaban nila ang mananalo bukas sa Choco Mucho at sa Cherry Tigo. And another point comes in. Good timeout kanina para sa Petrogas.
That's right. So, Petrogas is 2 points down. But CHOCOMUCHO needing only 3 points to close out this first set. Pero another good rotation dito para sa Petrogas. Saltones, Molina, and Meneses.
Wong onto Pongay. Wow, what an hack.
And again, nicely done. The down the line hit of Pongay Gaston. She's just in command in this hit.
Great angle right there. The accuracy from Pongay. And bringing out that great smile after the play. 23, serving 20. Chie Saet onto Molina in the opposite. Cannot be saved. Again, blockers were there for Choco Mucho.
Well, the players are a bit tentative on that coverage. See here.
Always the challenge when it comes to Choco Mucho. Now it's a set point for them, 24-20. Saet, Meneses kept alive. And here's Arocha. That's a call against Petrogas. Tumama sa net.
So it ended, this first set ended with a violation against Petrogas.
Just like that, Choco Mucho taking set number 1 against the Petrogas Angels. 25-20 after 1. Set number 1 goes to the CHOCOMUCHO Flying Titans. The blocking was there for Madi Madayag and company. On the other end, Ria Meneses also able to show us with Alice at the net defense, but ultimately the Flying Titans taking our first set.
Well, CHOCOMUCHO with 3 more attack points and 2 more blocks. Unforced errors, both were able to minimize plus 2 service aces for Petrogas. Petrogas with 5 unforced errors and CHOCOMUCHO with 3. So something that they went back to, no? Remember, in the beginning of this conference, we'd always say na yung CHOCOMUCHO, ang strength nila, yung inner strength is really coming from, because they're not an erroneous team. Yung konti lang talaga, 4, they will give you 4 or 5 a set or even less. So that really helps them a lot, especially yung how to win that set. winning and the game, syempre, the match.
Great sign for them opening here, but just as we say that, the service error for Choco Mucho.
Well, so far, Kat Tolentino leading the way with 6 and Gaston with 4. On the other side, Soltones with 5, Meneses and Pablo with 3 apiece. So they really need a lot more especially from Myla Pablo and Assess Molina if they want to win this match against Chocomucho.
Looks like they're off to a good start, 2-0 for Myla Pablo, Petrogas and company.
Well, in the first set, we saw Chocomucho going to their wings, and successful naman sila. But expect them to still find a way to utilize their middles kasi dyan sila deadly.
Yes.
And then yung mga middles nila are working. On the other side naman, ganun din siguro dapat hindi nga nila na-capitalize is yung first set na wala masyadong middle attacks yung Chocomucho. I'm talking about Petrogas. Although Ria Meneses is able to score some.
Can she score some more here? Great combination. Ces Molina detonating at the middle.
And this is what we're talking about. Again,
And she gives us our spike of the set brought to you by Duncan. Narinig ka dun Ozzy.
they should really give it a try, especially nga medyo quiet dun sa kabila eh.
Yes.
So, you have to test also and you have to also bring that challenge.
3-1. Regalo doon. Ces Molina finding the corner. Great start for Petrogas. They started slow in the first set, mind you. All that power.
It's okay. Diesel start.
Yeah. Mahaba-haba itong larong to. 4-1. Dina onto Bea de Leon. Ito na, nagpaparamdam na sa gitna.
Exactly.
Take a look at the replay. Dina with a lot of chemistry through the years alongside Bea, connecting once again. 2 serving 4. Chie onto the open. Soltones. Wow. Set back though.
That's right. Big.
Here's Pongay on the approach. And that goes in.
Right. Good job on the side of Petrogas defending this one.
Close call. O, sakto naman.
Malaki-laki pa yung kinain ng ball
Oo.
din sa court.
Nasa angle, nasa angle. 5-2, Petrogas. Tolentino, great net defense. The Angels flying high here.
And this is what they have to do, They also have to redirect that block. Take a look at this one. Kailangan talaga hanapin mo rin kung saan mo ilalagay yung kill block na yan. Because sometimes, it's not enough that you just block the ball. Especially when you have players or attackers just like Tolentino, or even Maddie Madayag or Pongay.
On that play, it was Maddie. Again at the middle. Finding that corner. Tolentino serving, down by 3. Soltones. Oh, great save.
That was actually read well by Choco Mucho. The defense was already set up. As you can see here, the combination play, walang kumagat kay Rem Palma.
And Catarado cannot get to that ball. Medyo mahirap din yung angle na yun coming from Myla Pablo. Choco Mucho not going away, down by 2. Saet onto Molina. And here's Gaston. She will go back to the open. Soltones. Lazaro was there. Pongay. Saet, middle. Palma, sent back. This time it's Molina. Again, great blocking by Choco Mucho.
Again, when they find ano ba to, a low spot in their game, they always go back to their blocking to give strength. Diba? Ganun lagi yung Choco Mucho. Pag nakuha na nila yung blocking nila and then they go back to their usual game, parang ano ba yung, nababalik sila dun
Yes.
sa laro nila. Block points so far, 2 apiece naman. Petrogas also doing their job. Bumabalik sila to their senses, diba?
Oh, this time around, Ces Molina coming back to her senses as well, scoring as she went cross-court. 7, serving 5. Deanna Wong on to Pongay, down the line again.
That has been so effective for Pongay in this match. That down the line hit, hindi mabigyan ng remedy ng Petrogas.
That gives us our spike of the set, brought to you by Duncan. The second time that we're seeing it from Pongay. And the same smile as well.
You just give her that little alley where the ball can pass and she will go that spot, that direction down the line.
Soltones, set back. 1-point lead for Petrogas. Gretchel again off speed. Asking for a point. Deanna Wong on a 1-2. Saet naman ngayon. Back room. Ayla Pablo will score.
It's really hard to find an open spot on the side of Choco Mucho, but Myla Pablo on this try, going to that corner, getting the point.
Great elevation from Myla Pablo. 8-6, Petrogas with the lead.
Solve naman natin yung defensive sa kita yung over. So, yung solve mo. Eh, basta red po nasa likod kayo. Parang babalik.
8-6 in set number 2 here on One Sports and One Sports Plus. Your second to the last day of the elimination games here in the PVL 2021 Open Conference. It was very fast, Mosey. 6 game days a week, and then tomorrow, we're having a very special Saturday for our last triple header, and then again, PVL fans on Sunday, semifinals na po tayo. If Petrogas will lose today, and that means it's Petrogas versus Creamline, then Cherry Pigo versus Choco Mucho. But if the Angels win today, then they will face the winner of Choco Mucho versus Cherry Pigo tomorrow.
Simply put.
Yes. And a service ace here from Gretchel Soltones. She needed that, of course, no?
Yes, because she was getting, you can see from her face that she's getting frustrated because yung mga open hits niya, yung mga open attacks niya, bantay sarado ng blockers ng Choco Mucho.
9-6, Soltones. Dina goes to Arocha with the approach. Ganda nun. Check ball.
Arocha with the point. Let's take a look at this last open hit.
That gives us our spike in the set, brought to you by Duncan. Regine Arocha, very decorated as well in the NCAA Finals MVP 2 times. And then she was a Volleyball Player of the Year in 2019 for the NCAA, not taking her talents in the Pro League.
Wow. This is where all the stars are.
Yes. Speaking of stars, Myla Pablo. Unfortunate for her on that play. The lead is down to 1.
Sayang, the elevation was there. Medyo flat and not enough spin on that hit.
Wow, Rem Palma.
That's what you need. A lot of spin and a lot of spun.
And a little bit of a stare down as well.
And end it with that little bit of a swag. No, but we just love her. A lot of players kala yung ganyan lang yan, but they're really nice.
Of
I mean,
course.
I know naman that the fans know that
Oo.
they're nice people, but actually they're really funny people.
And Deanna Wong with a 1-2. Signature for her as well.
Right. And may degree of difficulty yan because Deanna Wong is a tall setter. So, yung mga tips niya, sharp yung angles.
Pababa talaga dapat. 11 excellent sets so far for Deanna Wong. Pablo. Lazaro was there. Arocha. The approach. Kept alive. Arado will give up a free ball. Petrogas up by 1. Bea De Leon and she will score.
There you go. This time around in the second set, mas active yung middles and Chocomucho as we see Bea De Leon going a little bit with an angle on that hit.
Now we're tied at 10-all. Choco Mucho after being down for most or the whole first or second set.
Right into the net.
Mababa para kay Ria Menesa. Serving 10. Deanna Wong again. Pablo. Down the line. Goes out.
Wide. Because doon nahihirapan din yung mga open hitters ng Petrogas. Bantay sarado yung down the line. That's why when you go down the line, risky talaga for the open hitters of Petrogas. That's why yung katulad ng Myla Pablo na yun. But again, no, wide on that try. Kasi sinasara ng Choco Mucho sa block. Ngayon, when you go cross-court naman, may nakabantay na blocker, pero pag lumagpas naman yung cross-court mo, then Lazaro is just waiting for that ball.
What a luxury having Benden Lazaro Medilla playing for you.
Although Catarato doing also a good job on the side of Petrogas so far, ang ganda bumasa ng bola. That's what you like about Catarato. Yung parang hindi magulo sa loob, hindi siya madaming motions, but just because she reads the ball really well.
She is
Maganda
very
pasa.
decorated yan sa UAB pa lang. 12-11. Arocha. Blockers were there, but she will score.
And you like how Dina is giving everybody an opportunity to score in this set, involving everyone, all her attackers. Diba, nandun si Maddie, nandun si Bea, nagka-point na rin si Regine,
Yes.
diba?
Deanna Wong had 33 excellent sets in the previous match. Also one of the top setters in the league. De Leon kept alive. Myla wide.
Under the ball on that attack.
Don't look now. Choco Mucho with a 3-point lead after being down in the early part of the set.
Tutukan lang natin ito ba? Nagiging problema na naman natin pag out of system. Tapos yung mga wing natin, kailangan nyo naman. Tapos isa pa naging problema natin pag push spiker, yung bola natin, yung one na ba? Gamit ito. Nakita niyo yung intensity nila, kung hindi natin masasabihin.
Back here on One Sports and One Sports Plus, Vince Gomez and Mozita Vena at your service. Choco Mucho, they were down at the early part of the second set, but now they have a 3-point lead. Mozi, what did they do for their adjustment since they got the lead?
Ang Choco Mucho, well, I think doon, ang naging very evident dito sa second set nito was that Deanna Wong is now involving all of the attackers. Parang hindi na nakakonsentrate kay Kat and kay Ponga yung mga blockers tuloy. And what's good is that nagre-respond yung attackers. So that's why they were able to get the lead quickly, actually.
Yeah. Unfortunately, nag-respond din si Myla Pablo. That powerful hit. As Arosha was not able to retrieve that volleyball. And the lead is down to 2. Dina distributing again. Pongai does not get it over the net.
They missed it. Natatawa rin si God. May miss nyo on the part of Choco Mucho. Let's try to look at this once again. Yung very intimidating talaga yung presence ni Riri
Yes.
Meneses at the net.
She is her top blocker in the league so far. Hit big, Dina on the quick, recovered by Pablo. Molina, great one on the cross court.
Dito naman on the side of Petrogas, I think they have to involve Molina and Pablo a little bit more, especially on attack. So they need to get their game going also. I'm talking about again Molina and Myla Pablo. Even Gretchen Soltones.
You do have your options. Yung pinag-uusapan din na Chie Saet. Might as well utilize it to the max. Ito naman, to the max. Bea De Leon scoring at the middle.
And this is what Deanna Wong did. Nagkaroon na ngayon ng kumpiyansa yung middle niya. Diba kanina, they were very quiet in the first set. Now look at them. Really, I mean, very confident on that last attack. Si Bea De Leon.
CHOCOMUCHO with the lead again, 15-14. Unfortunately, it's a service error. We're tied 15 all. Big point here for Petrogas as they try to send us to a technical timeout. Dina, back set to Kat, sent back. Kept alive. Valentino with the push. Perez. Soltones is turn. Then goes to Pongay. And she finds a hole at the middle of the back row. 16-15. Pongay Gaston sending us to our second technical timeout in set number 2.
Sa receive natin, alam niyo naman, kapag nakaharang, doon most likely pupunta yung bola. So, hindi ko kailangan ng perfect. Hindi ko kailangan ng perfect. Perfect. Good receive lang. Okay, tiwala lang sa front. Over tayo. Over. Yes.
Back for your PVL 2021 Open Conference with the action happening at the PCB Socio-Civic and Cultural Center in Bacara, Ilocos Norte. Second to the last day of your elimination round here in the Open Conference. Semifinals on Sunday. Molina sent back by the blockers again. Deanna Wong onto the running Madayag. Great recognition by Petrogas. And here's Pongay. Down the line, it's working once more. But, tumama daw sa antena.
That's right. So, ito na tayo. Yan, unang tumama sa antena yung, again, trying to go down the line. Mas masigip na ngayon yung alley. Yan ang dapat adjustment na ginagawa ngayon ng Petrogas, especially when it's Pongay.
Now it's outside for Kat Valentino. Petrogas having the lead 17-16. They started off this set grabbing that lead. Unfortunately, nakahabol. At nauna pa ang Choco Mucho. Timeout is called here. You know, Mosey, one of the things that I'm wishing for in the PVL someday, if we can mic up Coach O
Kaya ka na naman talaga favorite mo yung mga words of
Oh,
wisdom
mic up,
ni
mic up
Coach.
eh. Feeling ko at the end of the season, magkaka-highlight reel yan eh.
Well, kanina in that huddle, what we heard is that Coach O trying to, sabi nga niya kay Maddie, mas maging active si Maddie, no? May tinuturo siyang play that they can go to. Let's see if they're able to do it.
Choco Mucho down by 1. Pablo from the back row. Here's Pongay. Sent back. Lazaro. Great recognition. Pushed by Tolentino. Chance ball. Perez will go to the running. Rem Palma and she will score.
There you go. Rem Palma naman this time. Mga gumawa ng down the line. This is a play that siguro they really need at this point. Just to challenge the floor of Choco Mucho, which yun ang ginawa ng Creamline, ano? Pero Creamline did it from the service line because I think in the last game, Creamline was able to get 10 aces dun sa match na yun. So they really challenged the floor of the Flying Titans.
18-16. Madayag.
Oh,
No
and
more recovery.
Oh, what a miscue on the side of Petrogas.
Sayang, napatigil na lang sila lahat.
Right.
Saklap yung moment na yun eh, no? Na nalalaglag na lang yung bola sa harap ng
And
lahat.
mataas yung bola. I
Oo.
mean, like, your teammate was able to dig up that ball. Yung parang sayang.
Oo.
Momentum breaker eh.
18-17. Soltones. Deflected. Pongay to the back row. Ivy. Go back to Drexel. Blockers are still there. Nababantayan pa rin yung open.
Right. I was gonna say, that was actually an excellent set from, although high, from Ivy Perez. Pero wala, nakaset up na yung blockers eh. Yun nga kasi mataas rin yung set. So, obviously, not an easy task for Drexel.
Saradong sarado. Courtesy of Madi Madayag and Deanna Wong.
Nakapadlock eh.
Oo. Oh, regalo. Madi Madayag. Making it look easy.
And then you cannot give a free ball to Choco Mucho. It's hard to give them one. You know why? Because they have tall players always in the middle. In every rotation. Because even Deanna Wong is a tall player. She stands. Si Dina is 5'8". That's a tall set. At ang haba pa ng kamay.
Yes. Lead back to Choco Mucho. Then Palma just finding a hole at the middle.
And again, Rem Palma, a little bit more, you like the risk that she's doing. Went on a running hit kanina. This time, running hit pero dropped the ball last minute. So, rewarded yung mga risk ni Rem Palma, which I think it's a good sign dito sa Petrogas.
Dina onto Arocha. Great elevation by Regine. Kabila naman, Pablo sent back. Back row, Soltones. Put up by Pongay. Cat does not go over the net.
It's a welcome point sa Petrogas.
Ate Chie is happy about it. Getting her rest right now. Ivy Perez ang naglalaro as the setter for Petrogas. Soltones serving with a 1-point lead. Dina onto Arocha. And she will score.
And I like again this time, Arocha challenging the blockers on the other side. Even, hindi mo si Remyo and si Ivy, although, yun nga, she wanted to go down the line. Pareho sila ni Ponga, yun yung target nila kanina pa because they've been really scoring from that attack.
Arocha is scoring through the block. Wow, what an attack. Pongay was there though.
Si Ponga has been digging a lot of balls in this game so far.
Arocha will do to Tolentino, sending it over. Ivy. Pablo, and she will score.
And that's a good spot for Petrogas kasi medyo malayo si Madi at si Pongay on their defense. So talagang may space with si Zone 6.
Some off speeds have been working here for Petrogas as well. 1-point lead, 21-20. We're seeing a much closer set compared to set number 1. Seedings at stake for the semifinals. To the outside for Choco Mucho. Great power by Regina Rocha.
Well, sabi mo nga, hindi naman siya magiging multi-awarded.
Yes.
She's not ano ba to, one of the more powerful hitters from the NCAA.
3-time champion yan.
Lang naman.
Lang naman. Walkers are there again. Rocha, regalo. Napalayo ng konti.
Oh, and Flying Titans asking for a check.
Sorry, Bea. Not gonna go your way.
Mapapagalitan tayo niyan. Pero ano mo, from that angle, okay, parang may check eh. Pero, sige.
Moving on. 22-21. Tolentino sent back. This time on the opposite, Arocha. Bawi naman.
Off speed from Arocha, easily taking that point. Pero kanina pinag-usapan natin yung slow-mo sa Olympics. Slow-mo nila. Makikita mo talaga. Kahit konti-konti eh.
Sa boxing ba to?
Sa lahat.
Sa lahat,
Kahit
sa
sa
lahat.
volleyball. Yung challenge, grabe. One day.
22 all. Real Meneses down the middle.
And this is what they need. They cannot be frustrated. They're up by 1. Talking about Petrogas. Solid play right here. And kanina, mayroon na rin silang point na ganyan. I think maganda yung connection nila today. Something that they can really go to. Ito, Mix, yung kanina tinatanong mo sa akin, yung pag off the bench ka, crucial point of the game, papasok yung
Service specialist. Iba rin yung pressure. Mayan Mendres coming in for Petrogas.
Oh, and
Wow, reactions coming from all over the court.
well, our first referee just making sure, that's Rene Gospirio, making sure, calling the line judge. Let's see. Says Molina.
Call is out.
Pero ang pinaglalabanan niya kung check or hindi.
Choco Mucho getting the point. Greg De Leon called by the referee.
Huwag yung lahat kayo magsasalita. I-warning ko kayo, ha?
Ba't sila lumapit eh?
Yun yung gusto ko sabihin kanina, mapapagalitan. Kanina sinabi ko na mapapagalitan ng mga tao. Because syempre, the rule is only the team captain can go to the referee, to the first ref or the second referee to plead their case.
So, na-warningan dito
Warning?
ang Choco Mucho.
Ito ba yung first yellow card of this season? Of this conference, sorry.
To my memory, yes. And yes, now we're getting confirmation. This is the first yellow card. Well, it was a very, very great scene for us to watch.
Kasi kanina, I was gonna say it na nga kasi say ko, hindi nga na-warningan eh because they already did it a while ago na lahat sila nagre-reklamo. So, sabi ko, nako, ano na to, mukhang warning. But they have to, go with the protocol. I mean, like, how it's done. It's officially done.
There you go. Yellow card for Choco Mucho. You do get the point though. So it's 23 all.
It's just a warning.
So worth it pa rin ba yung yellow card na yun?
Alam mo, minsan, it can work either way, Ano rin, it can work Choco Mucho's way na parang, yellow card.
Ganun ha. Bea serving, 23 all. Set number 2, Soltones. Oh, tough for Deanna Wong. Petrogas now getting a set point.
It's something, another, kumbaga, attack choice na pwedeng gawin itong Petrogas. Ay, yung mga corners no, attack the corners of Choco Mucho.
Timeout called here. trying to close things out on the second set.
So now, kung sino pagbigyan ng bola natin, we have to cover. Yes. Pero first things first, acknowledge what's next. You see, hold it up. Would receive is equals to 1. You understand? And come over tayo. And when in transition, huwag natin madalihin. Again, pag may transition yan, automatic yan magkakacheck out. Kasi isa na
Ito yung sinasabi natin, Mosey, hindi na kailangan ng microphone para kay Coach
Ikaw
O.
nagsabi niya na, hindi ako.
Naririnig na natin eh. Coach O giving out instructions for Choco Mucho as they try to save the second set. Down by 1. 24, serving 23. Rio Meneses.
Crucial serve for Riri Meneses.
Dina onto Pongay. Perez goes to Molina, and she finds that hole at the back row.
Yeah, exactly. Kanina, they also scored on that spot. So, yun yung pwede nila talagang puntahan. Corners ng zone 1, ng zone 5, and yung middle portion na yun.
Petrogas taking set number 2, 25-23. Playoff seedings at stake for today. Set number 2 belongs to the Petrogas Angels, activating Cesc Molina and company. And it was a very tight one. Petrogas had the early lead. Nakabawi ang Choco Mucho midway through. But then again, sa dulo, it was great for the Angels that they were able to survive. Now they tie things up 1 set apiece.
Yan na nga, tie. Pati attack points tied. So, block points, 1 more for the Flying Titans. Service aces, lumamang ang Petrogas ng isa. Unforced errors, ito yung we're not accustomed to yung Choco Mucho nga having a lot of errors. They had 7 on that second set, while the Angels had 5. Well, so far it's Arocha with 8 points, Madayag with 7, Molina with 9, and Soltones with 7.
These are our leading scorers. Again, playoff seedings, kung sino ang maglalaban-laban sa semifinals. Yun po ang nakataya sa araw na ito. If Petrogas loses, They're at number 4 to face Creamline, which secured the number 1 spot after their victory earlier against Petrogas. Petrogas wins, makakalaban nila ang mananalo tomorrow between Choco Mucho and Cherry Eagle. Mosey, you brought up a great point kanina when we were off air that it's great to see these teams battle it out. The matches are of high quality, extended matches tayo, di ba? Because we're kind of getting a preview as well of the quality na makita natin from the semifinals to the finals.
Oh, you want that, diba, yung Creamline and Choco Mucho partangkulan, you still want that today in today's game, definitely. Because yun na nga, you want to see that towards the semifinals and eventually the finals. And konti na lang yung games so we really want good ones.
Sulitin na natin.
Oh.
Again, semifinals begins on Sunday. 2-0, Choco Mucho off to a good start in set number 3. Meneses able to recover for Petrogas.
Meneses on that last point. Ang nagkulang rin siguro sa Choco Mucho on that second set was that eventually, hindi na nga na-involve si Kat. Diba? Yung parang siguro lalo na dun sa mga points towards the end. But nevertheless, again, as we said, we like na yung ganito yung match. Also want to see Petrogas step on the gas.
Okay yun I like that.
Diba? Kasi sila na yung nasa Final Four.
Yes, oo. Speaking of stepping on the gas, Ivy Perez getting a service.
I'm sorry, it's the gas nga pala.
Unfortunately, out naman ngayon for Ivy. Lead is back to Choco Mucho. You mentioned si Kat Tolentino was kind of silent at the last part of the second set. Sila rin Jean Agocha, sila yung score, no?
But that's also good for Dina na you let the other attackers participate. Kasi ang naging maganda naman doon sa second set is that parang na-activate na yung middles niya, diba?
Bongay. Great attack with the power. Ball goes out. I think wala naman pinatamaan doon.
With a buwis-buhay move.
There's the attack by Bongay off the block.
Oh. Wala naman.
Okay naman. Okay naman.
Okay naman yung monitor.
Yes. Malayo-layo naman ang konti. So, with Ria Menezes scoring again, Petrogas turning the lead down to 1. Gumagana si Ria early in the set.
So they're just giving Ria a single block, no? Kasi si Madi Madayag naman yun. So ito yung chance ni Ria to also show her attacking prowess naman, di ba?
Again, Menezes is the leading scorer for Petrogas in the season. Now, she might not be leading them per game, pero kasi siya yung pangalawa, pangatlo, so all in all, siya yung leading.
And what you love about her numbers is that marami doon block points, partner. Hindi madaling gawin yan. Sipag yan eh.
Oo, she is number 1 in blocks in the league. Now we're tied at 4 all, 1 set apiece. Tough set for Deanna Wong. Pushed over by Gaston. And here's Molina, set back. Ivy onto Soltones. Blockers were there again. One more time for Gretzel. This time on the off speed. Bongay, Ria Menezes. You see that celebration.
And I like na pareho sila, no? That they're mindful on their blocking. Kasi tinatapatan na rin ng Petrogas yung blocking ng Choco Mucho. It's like in this last play.
Again, 1.6%. Best in the league for Ria Menezes. 5 serving 4. Petrogas with the lead. Madayag on the run. Again, the net defense is there. Bongay. Tried to tip it over. One more. Ivy, Ria. Great one. Another point for her.
That's right. Ang lakas ng connection nila, no, na signal nila so far. And I I think, they should just milk that kind of attack.
I mean, if it's working. 2-point lead for Myla Pablo and company. Dina will go to Pongay. That's long.
Pongay, iniwasan niya yung down the line. Kasi, nag-adjust na yung blockers ng Petrogas. Now, tried for a little bit of an angle, but long on that try.
We're seeing that net defense really effective, especially on the open, Moji.
And what you like about this match, and you see the counter ng mga adjustments.
Yes.
Adjustments, counter adjustments, every set or within the set.
Now that will be very crucial as they approach the
Yes.
playoffs, no?
Oh, yes.
Doon, puro adjustments.
Very much.
Madi Madayag scoring here, finding the sideline. Finals best of 3. So certainly, aaralin mo talaga, mag-a-adjust ka sa kalaban mo.
And yung semifinals, your best of 3, not same team,
Yes.
same opponent.
Oo.
So, ang daming adjustments talaga yan. And yung adjustments yan, not only per game, but probably per set.
Yes. No more recovery for Petrogas. The adjustment coming in here for Choco Mucho as it goes in. So Madi that time around coming out on top against Ria Meneses.
That's right. Reading the attack of Riri very well.
1-point lead. Gaston try to tie things up. Ivy. Oh, great block. Arocha getting a push from Madi Madayag.
So, sobrang ganda.
Grabe yung tulak na yun, ha? Great block.
Yeah, and redirecting that ball.
Ayun, no? Yun yung tulak.
Foul.
Well, they're happy about it. Tying things up at 7. Nearing the first technical timeout of set number 3. Ivy onto Soltones. And that's a check.
Right.
First technical timeout for set number 3. Petrogas up by 1.
Huwag kang ma-overwhelm na open lock, tsaka yung mahabol. Dito sa malay palo.
Hindi mo na hindi mo yung talaga na i-sharp na down. Pero kontrolado naman yung pasa. Lagi sa pasa. Sige, tuloy tayo. Nag-iingay tayo, pero pag nakakaroon ng pasa, mag-tension na lang kayo sa tayo. Importante aggressive.
Let's go! Let's go, guys.
Sige, kita nyo, nag-iba na yung tsura na.
Back for your PVL 2021 Open Conference on One Sports and One Sports Plus. Dix Gomez, Mosey Ravena after service for Petrogas and Choco Mucho. 8-7 in set number 3. Ria Meneses and company holding on to a 1-point lead against the Flying Titans.
Sails out. Promise isa lang daw.
Oo.
Promise. It's a good thing.
Unfortunate for Ria Meneses, who has been having a good set 3 so far.
Well, actually having a good game generally from the get-go.
Perez, Molina. Regalo doon para kay Rem Palma. Very comfortable Moji sa mga ganun.
Yeah, alam mo she just knows what to do with that ball, you know. So, kumbaga sa experience, ang dami na niyang regalong nakuha.
4-time champion herself, si Rem Palma. Wow, Regina Rocha. Speaking of champions, scoring in the open.
Nicely done again. It's the vision where to put that ball. Iwasan yung blockers ng Petrogas.
Tied at 9, Deanna Wong. Kyla Pablo. Medyo off angle, but it turns out
Off
well for them.
timing, yeah. To went their way and Myla getting that last point. Pati yung lead.
Yeah. Might have gotten Choco Mucho off guard as well.
Yeah.
Kahit tayo eh. Soltones. Deanna Wong, the quick. Wow, Bea De Leon.
There you go. Emphatically, Bea De Leon just hammering that one in. That deserves a second look.
Our spike in the set brought to you by Duncan. You know how great she is already. Back in collegiate basketball, season 81 finals MVP with Ateneo. Now taking her talent to Choco Mucho.
Bakit basketball?
Ay, sorry, volleyball. I apologize for that one.
Baka anak ko yun.
Ay, nako.
Baka kakilala ko yun.
Partner, sorry ah. Medyo napatagaling usapan natin kanina. My apologies. Now it's Myla Pablo scoring for Petrogas. 11 to 10, our score.
Well, it's just so much fun to see this from yesterday's game. We're just so we're on a high.
Yes, of course.
Just watching this nice games, entertaining games, but highly competitive like this one. A lot is at stake here, even if we already know our final four. But yung because ano siya, 1-4, 2-3, and then yung best of 3. Siyempre, yun na yung movement. Gusto mo makalaban. But ako, even like lahat pagkanta yung games natin, just like yesterday, Choco Mucho and Creamline, feeling ko kahit sino. Tapos ito ngayon, like what we're seeing, ay, kahit labo-labo. Obviously, alam na natin how Cherry Tigo is,
Yes,
diba?
Tomorrow, mind you, it will be Choco Mucho versus Cherry Tigo, the final matches in the elimination round. Positions po, matchups sa semifinals ang magva-vary in our last 2 playing days. Bea De Leon, let me repeat that, season 81 volleyball, finals MVP in the UAAP, serving. Deanna Wong onto Pongay. Soltones was there. Kyla Pablo, kept alive by Arocha. Pongay to send it over. Pasok pa rin. Ria Meneses again.
And I like how she timed that one, kasi hindi perfect yung timing. So, inintay niya pa ng konti. Take a look at this. Kasi galing pa sa babae, diba? Yung set ni Ivy. And this is just the maturity again, of Riri.
So far in this set, we have been seeing a lot of that from Ria Meneses at the middle.
Oh, but the sorriness there, something you don't want to see.
Tie game like this.
Right.
Tolentino now up by 1 alongside CHOCOMUCHO. Ivy again to Riri, check by Madi Madayag.
Solid block. Madi Madayag just pinipigil to just loving this last play. Look at that wall of a defense. Solo block by Madi.
I love that matchup at the middle.
Oh,
Madi Madayag
yeah,
versus
yeah.
Rian Meneses. Myla Pablo, good dig by Tolentino. And here's Pongay. Dina, quick, Madi. Back and forth we go. Pablo on the opposite. Dina again. Here is Tolentino. Still kept alive. Good rally. Pongay pushes it over and she will score.
And credit also Kat Tolentino on her digs. Sunod-sunod yun. A really good first ball, good passing. So Pongay was able to get to this attack.
Choco Mucho looking good, building a 3-point lead as we approach the second technical timeout of set number 3. Ganda ng palitan natin dito, Mosey, for this set. What do you think will happen for Petrogas as they try to go out of this timeout?
Wala, yun siguro little adjustments lang eh. Kasi generally, again, both teams are playing well. And yun yung fun about this match is you see the little adjustments here and there, the in-game adjustments of the players and even the coaches within their timeouts. So it's just probably the execution that will spell the difference.
Down by 3, Ivy Perez, combination, says Molina. There's a call here, and it's against Choco Mucho, so point will go to Petrogas. Great timeout as well for Petrogas previously as they try to stop the momentum of Choco Mucho. Lead is 2. Dina goes to the running, Madayag, but that is out.
Yeah, wide on that one. Maggie Madayag.
Petrogas quickly closing in. Lead down to 1. Dina will go to Pongay. Arado was there. Back row, Myla Pablo finding that back line.
And remember, kanina they were really scoring from those kind of attacks when they hit that parang back portion, yung court ng Choco Mucho, just like that.
Great accuracy by
Pagka
Myla Pablo.
mahaba, yung palo, mas nagiging effective sa Petrogas.
3 straight points for the Angels. Make that 4. Ball goes out for Cato Pino. What a very crucial timeout called a while ago. Now they come into the second technical timeout up by 1, 16 to 15.
Okay, naintindihan. So ngayon, ngayon pagka si Petro naiiwan si Petro, pag tama yung set, tama naman. Ang nangyari yung minadali mo yung palo mo. Nakita mo yung kamay mo, direct sa sakman. Okay? Tapos, spin, hawak dito. Masyado mo pinipili mo, ibabawan yung gas. Power! Pag tayo. Hindi naman kanina magkakaroon sa todo. Ayun naman.
Caitlin Viray saw action in the previous game against Creamline to the delight of her former college teammates. I even saw Aya Laure tweeting as they were watching it. One of the 110,000 watching online Choco Mucho versus Creamline. Right now, Petrogas, they have a 1-point lead. Pero paparamdam na naman muli para sa Choco Mucho.
Ay, yan ang kailangan ng Choco Mucho. Sa break nga, we were saying na nawala si Kat ng konti, hindi na i-involve. So this time, Kat with a point.
Guys serving 10 points on 8 attacks and 2 blocks. Ivy back to Rhea. But it goes outside.
Too much angle on that one. Serve yung kanina. Yung last.
Last na yun.
Serve yun. Hindi naman yung sinabi sa attack.
17 to 16. Back and forth we go, Mosey.
Yeah. And remember, remember last night, nasa ganitong sitwasyon yung Choco Mucho also, and yung momentum swing was so great. But as a fan and somebody who's watching the game, oh, you just love it.
Yes,
And
of course.
it's so nice to watch.
Again, playoff implications for the semifinals. Petrogas, if they win, they will go up to either number 2 or number 3 and will face the winner of Chocomucho versus Cherry Tigo tomorrow. Here, Petrogas will have a point. Could this be another momentum swing?
Maybe. Ria Meneses with 11 points now, 8 attacks and 3 block points.
Dina onto Maddie. It goes off of Mayan Mendres.
Finally, Maddie connecting.
Two-point lead for Chocomucho. Mariag serving for the Flying Titans.
11 points also.
5 blocks.
Yeah, 5 blocks.
Great matchup against Ria Meneses.
That's right. Both having 11 points already.
Deanna Wong onto Arrocha. Tipping it over. Arado this time will go to Soltones. Great power.
And also finally Soltones connecting on the open end. Kahit siya siguro, ang hirap.
You see her reaction.
That's right.
Nakahinga siya eh. That's our spike of the set brought to you by Duncan. There it is.
You just have to keep on trying, you know. One way or the other, yun, katulad dun, may gap between the two blockers, and yun, mangyayari. So you just have to be focused all game long.
18, serving 19. Set number 2. One set apiece. Bea De Leon, kept by Mendres. Chance ball for Chocomucho. Bea again.
Bea, just, that's what I always say, no? Si Bea, yung percentage niya with her kills, with her attacks, I mean, ang laki, ang taas niya talaga. So, when she's having a good game, okay rin na, you know, you always go to her, or at least, no, go to her often.
18 to 20. Dina, Bea pushes it. Malabanan to send it over. Wong goes to Kat Tolentino off the block.
There you go. Finally, Kat, you know, kanina in the beginning of our match, sinasabi nga natin yung consistency ni Kat. So, yun ang kailangan nila now at this point.
She is responding to the call. Choco Mucho building a 3-point lead once again. Casarado on your screen. 19 excellent digs, leading the league. So far, his digs to receivers. Season 81 best libero for the UAAP for UP. Saet goes to Malabanan. Capitalized by Tonga. Here's Arrocha, set back. Scramble here for Choco Mucho. Chance ball for Petrogas. Saet will go to the running for Palma.
Again, going down the line. Doing it. All those with all her intimidating self.
At ang galing niya maghanap ng butas eh, no?
But veterana na rin
Oo.
eh. Sort of,
Dina, back sets. Arrocha, deflected, no more recovery. Choco Mucho with the point.
this is just one smart player. You know, you can see it's take a look at this last play. He's going for an off speed over Mendres. A new player inside. And getting that point.
3 points away for Choco Mucho to try to get their second set win. A service error here.
Yan yung mga sayang yun.
Very important, especially when it comes to building momentum.
And yung crucial stage, diba, of the set.
Dikit ulit tayo. Set number 3. Remember, we were tied at 23 in set number 2. Dina onto Pongay.
Bongay targeting that middle portion of Petrogas's court. 16 excellent digs so far for Den Revilla.
23, serving 20. Bea De Leon, Choco Mucho, 2 points away. Chie Saet, here's Mendres. Dina back sets to Tolentino. Rado was there. This time, Malabanang a little bit too close to the net.
Right.
Rado with the
Save, yeah.
Sayang lang for Jerry Lee Malabanan and company. Now it's a set point. 4 set points for Choco Mucho. Mendres. No, she can also do that.
That's right. There you go. That's why she was sent in.
Solutions coming in here. Esmalina, Ivy Perez. Try to live for 3 more points here. 21 serving 24.
Exercising mental toughness.
Oh. It's going to be very crucial leading up to the semifinals. Deanna Wong goes back to Pongay, tip over. No help needed. Pongay will do it herself.
Very mindful and focused where the ball is, so she's able to take that point and close out this set.
Choco Mucho takes it 25-21. Set number 3 belongs to the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. It was a great start for Rhea Meneses and company, but then Maddie Madayag coming alive in that matchup at the middle against Rhea.
That's right, talagang toe-to-toe, block sa block.
Oo.
Pero yung adjustments towards the end, doon nagkaroon ng pagbabago. Especially sa Choco Mucho, when they started involving Cat once again, they were able to get some points off. And those were crucial points, obviously, for Choco Mucho. And yun na nga, Maggie was also present. And Regine Arocha,
Yes.
diba? And like, and Pongay on
Yeah, siya yung
the
tumakas
very
ng set.
end. So, at least now, ang dami nang involved din sa attacks. Although, Petrogas, ito yung sayang na part no? They were able to have more attack points. One more than the Flying Titans. Pero bawing-bawi sa block points
Yes.
kasi. And, again, unforced errors. The Flying Titans were able to minimize theirs once again. Again, ito yung ang laking bagay nito towards, if you see the numbers. So, yung Petrogas Angels naman had 7 on that set.
25 to 21. All teams or both teams have scored 20 points in all sets so far. Di kita ng ating laro. Again, semifinals placings matchups are at stake. I sound like a broken record here, but of course we're doing it for
Yeah,
the
we
fans.
just want to
no?
remind,
Baka kasi may mga kaka-tune in lang on One Sports and One Sports Plus. Again, if Petrogas loses this game, they will be seated at number 4, matched up against Creamline. Number 1 sila, best of 3, starting on Sunday. And then it's Cherry Tigo versus Chocomucho. But if Petrogas wins, then they will either be number 2 or number 3. Aabangan nila kung sino mananalo tomorrow between Choco Mucho and Cherry Tigo.
ang galing no, that it turned out that way.
Oo.
Talagang suspense.
Imagine na lang kung nanalo yung Perlas kanina, no? How crazy it would be.
That's right. But so far, for the Flying Titans, Gaston with 12, Madayag, Tolentino, and Arocha at 11 apiece. On the other side, Meneses with 12 and Soltones with 10. Yun yung binabagit natin, yung involvement ng attackers on both squads. So, in the third set, Choco Mucho si Tina was able to involve more players, more attackers on her side. Pero sa kabila, doon naman nagkulang. Diba? On the opposite side, itong Petrogas. Halos Riri, diba? A little bit of Gretzel. Pero you have to involve like a Myla Pablo, diba? Sis Marina. Rem Palma was, yun.
From time to time, no? Oo.
Yung third set na yun, made her presence felt.
Ivy Perez and Chie Saet, they're tasked to distribute that volleyball. It's going to be interesting how they can do that against Deanna Wong, who has 22 sets. Excellent sets, as I should say. May Almendres. That's her signature game. Going down the line, back in her UE days, yan lagi yung kanyang go-to.
Parang kailan lang, no, Miss?
Those were the times, no, when we're there live alongside the fans. The drums were there. Darating din tayo dyan. Pero sa ngayon, let's enjoy this PVL 2021 Open Conference. The first and only professional volleyball league in the Philippines. Then goes to Rocha. Kept alive. Perez to Malabanan. 1-0 the score in favor of the Angels. Arado was there. Great exchange. Mean again.
Yun yung pambunot that you like, diba? Especially, again, going towards the semis. You like to try out sino ba yung mga pwede mong bunutin. Remember, the deeper the bench, the better for the team.
Yes.
Especially dito sa sitwasyon natin ngayon, na sunod-sunod yung games and talagang you need all those legs, di ba? Na pwedeng tumulong.
No days rest tayo. Tuloy-tuloy. Tomorrow, triple header. Sunday, semifinals. Miscommunication right there for Choco Mucho. Great start here for Petrogas as they try to force another 5-setter to our delight. Why not? Sulitin na natin. Ivy Perez. On the other hand, Choco Mucho looking to close things out. Dina on to Tolentino. No more recovery for Petrogas. Ano might have gotten hit there. Okay lang. Nakasmile pa nga eh.
Right. Yan naman talaga eh. You know, it's more than the competition. It's really just enjoying the game and enjoy kumbaga, that we're playing again. That the fans are also enjoying their time watching the players and the teams play.
Rhea Meneses coming out on top. Ito na, the way she started in the last set.
That's right. But, you know, a lot of, ito na yung yung any contribution that any attacker or every attacker can give is going to be important.
Andres on the serve. Risky. Den and the home guy. Petrogas off to a great start here. Timeout to be called by Coach O.
Dalawang beses na hindi na unang beses. Bakit hindi ko
Choco Mucho looking to crawl their way back in. Well, it's not too far. It's just 4 points at the start of set number 4, but certainly things are looking much better for Petrogas here. And Mendres serving. 5 service aces in favor of the Angels. Ponggay, pabawi agad for Choco Mucho.
Nicely done. And Ponggay once again finding that open spot. That's not easy because Jerry Lee Malabanan is also a tall player. And katabi niya, syempre, si Riri Meneses. Jerry Lee is 5'10".
And really is what? How tall is she? 6'1".
Oo, 6'1". That's why nga sabi ko sa'yo, hindi madali yung ginawa ni Ponggay. Sometimes kasi, di ba, you don't see the real picture, di ba? Kasi ka, syempre, ano ba, sa TV sometimes, or even angles, no? But that was a tough attack right there by Ponggay.
62. Petrogas serving, courtesy of Ria Meneses. Ponggay again, this time off the block.
So after nung timeout, narinig natin si Coach O, di ba, said something to Ponggay. Siguro yung mga adjustments that she has to make inside the game. And right away, this is what we were talking about. It's the execution after those reminders. Kasi ang coach naman will just remind you. Pero it's really up to you.
Yes. Another point.
And that's from Jessie De Leon.
Seeing action for the first time this set. There's the Architect coming alive against Maddie Madayag and Deanna Wong.
Jessie De Leon was also put in by coach in the 3rd set in the game against Santa Lucia. So, alam mo yun, nabibigyan-bigyan din naman siya ng moments niya. Talking about the Architect.
Yes.
Jessie.
Fletcher unhappy with the call. Sailed out.
Bigyan mo yung maliit na assistant ko. Yung maliit na assistant.
Wow.
Natawagin ko yung captain.
Tough to see.
Captain. Sabi na lang sa coach niya yung maliit na huwag siyang tayo ng tayo. Yung maliit niya yung coach, sabi na lang na huwag siyang magtayo-tayo. Yung coach. Hindi kasi namin naging.
Our referee's asking for one of the coaches of Petrogas to calm things down here. As he talks to...
Equal na. Warning.
2 yellow flags in today's ball game. 1 for Choco Mucho, 1 for Petrogas.
Pero nakakatawa rin si Gretchen. Sabi niya, kasi yung call, supposed to be, they're asking for a check. Sabi ni referee, hindi namin nakita. Sabi ni Gretchen, dapat nakita niyo.
She's smiling it off right now. Now it's good to see her laughing at this point.
Again, more than the competition, you're just enjoying this moment and siguro yung mga other games pa ahead of us.
7-4, Soltones. Great dig by Denden. Arrocha. That goes to Choco Mucho.
That's right, and Arocha again going down the line, still effective on this attack. Si Ivy Perez not closing that alley. Not close enough to the antenna.
Naunahan doon ni Regine. 2-point lead. Petrogas, Choco Mucho closing in. Jessie De Leon again.
Jessie De Leon. And that running in, how graceful.
Great to see her perform and give points for Petrogas. Technical timeout, 8-5. The Angels have the lead. Back for Petrogas versus Choco Mucho live on One Sports and One Sports Plus, your 2021 PVL Open Conference. Mixed doubles, Maisie Ravenna at your service. Choco Mucho with the lead 2-1. Petrogas looking to tie things up. Up 8-5. It's set number 4, and they get another one off the block.
Yung mga bulat ni Coach, no, magiging maganda for him because like Menez, and then you also have Jessie De Leon. Kahit papano, yung sabi ko nga kanina, kailangan chip in na sila, di ba?
Oo.
To win it over, at least to win this fourth set.
We're seeing Ivy Perez, Jerry Lee Malabanan perform as well. Blocking is there. Dina on the 1-2. Arado and company cannot recover.
Right, perfect timing right there, and Choco Mucho gets one.
Adi Madayag serving. Mean. A little bit too wide.
Choco Mucho just 2 points down. Slowly again catching up. You know what you like about these two squads? They're really patient. No? Kapag lamang yung isa, patry humawal yung isa paunti-unti. Kabila rin, ganun din. That's why it's really a close match so far.
At mabilis mag-adjust. Good save by Madayag. Arocha. Arado was there. Ivy on to Mean. This time to the cross court. De Leon tips it. Eugene. Ivy, back throw. Malabanan with the help of the net. Still kept alive. Good rally. Dance ball. Ivy on the 1-2. And she will score.
Umawin. Sa 1-2 kanina. Ivy naman. Her own version.
Yes. Great recognition right there by Ivy Perez. Coming in for Chie Saet as a setter. Very effective as well. Lead back to 3. Jessie De Leon serving for Petrogas. Pasok!
Oh! Ball just went down. You know, yun yung sabi nila nga, pagkargado, it's what happens.
Meets the back line. Also the risk that you take to the defense. 11 serving 7. Dina Dea. Tough angle right there. Tumama na.
Perez just trying to save that one.
Maybe still 3 points. Hindi lumalayo dito sa fourth set. Again, all of the sets have been close so far, no?
Yes. And you like yung habulan also, di ba, in this game.
Service ace here, Choco Mucho closing in, and maybe this is their turn to try to build on with their momentum.
And this is a good chance for them because in this rotation, you have 3 attackers. So, ang daming pwedeng gawin, hindi na.
Oh, with the help of the net, Deanna Wong gets a service ace.
That's right. Sabi ni Ina, hindi na kailangan. Ako na lang.
Saw her celebration as well. That's tough for Jetchel Sotones.
And if you were Petrogas, this is the time na instead of relaxing, I think it's time to really to go full gear na, diba? Kasi you want to take this game away, diba? From Choco Mucho.
Another point goes in for Deanna Wong and Choco Mucho. We're tied at 11 here. This is how fast, things can swing in our match.
It's why naging very crucial also the timeouts that the coaches were making, diba? In the third set up to now. So, and I think nagiging effective yung mga timeouts ng coaches natin.
Remember, that's one of the things we discussed just yesterday, no? The timely timeouts to stop the
Yes.
momentums.
That's
In a
right.
big game like this, it's very crucial. 11 all, set number 4. Consecutive points coming in for Choco Mucho, courtesy of Deanna Wong. Service aces, 3 apiece in this set. Ivy will go to Mendres. Back set, Tolentino. Kept alive. Ivy, the quick, and Ria Meneses comes out on top.
Right, on that hook shot. Ria Meneses scoring one.
Has been working again and again.
Because no look hook shot.
No look. Just get it in. 12 to 11. Azaro on the receive. Tolentino does not go over the net.
Right, not enough height on that hit.
So just like that, now we're seeing consecutive points coming in for Petrogas.
Off a timeout.
Off a timeout. Very crucial. Kaya gusto bumawi. Defense was there. Malabanan. One more chance for Petrogas. Then we'll go back to Kat. Wow. Botones with the recovery. Mendres sends it over and she finds the corner.
No, I think, nasa labas siguro ng antena yung hit na yun. Let's
Okay.
say, I don't know if we get a second look. Let's try to see this last play.
There you go.
Ayun. Sa labas na ng antena. Di pwede.
Oh.
Kahit inch, di pwede.
12 serving 13. Malabanan sent back. Arado. Good reflexes from Kat. Chance ball. Dina goes to Tolentino. Wow. Great recovery. But Choco Mucho will ultimately score. The pancake saved by Ivy Perez at the last second. Fortunately, Bea De Leon was there to send it over. Tied at 13. Back-to-back points for Choco Mucho. Ivy Perez. That time around, nabasa si Ria. Combination, tipped over by Malabanan. Here's Kat. Back set, Mayan Mendres. Dina will go back to Tolentino. Arado was there. And that goes outside.
Again, Kat Tolentino. Somebody that they need, especially when they want to close out this set and this match already. And you just love that down-the-line kill, down-the-line hit of Kat.
14 to 13. Exchanging points in set number 4. Choco Mucho with the lead.
Oh,
Station error called against Petrogas.
yun yung mga unforced errors that you don't want happening, especially at a game, in a game like this. Regina Rocha now 12 points. 11 from attacks and 1 block point. Kita mo spread out
Yes.
yung scoring dito sa Choco Mucho.
Fortunately, it's a service error for Regina Rocha. Remember, in set number 3, there were 7 enforced errors from Petrogas and 4 for Choco Mucho. Mendres serving. That's too long. That sends us to our second technical timeout. 16 to 14. Choco Mucho with the lead. Back for your PVL 2021 Open Conference action. Choco Mucho, Petrogas, set number 4. The Flying Titans are up by 2 points, 16-14. Bea De Leon is at the service line. Ivy Perez on to Soltones. Dina back sets to Tolentino. Great blocking by Petrogas.
And yung Petrogas talaga in this match, sinubukan talaga nila sabayan yung blocking ng Choco Mucho, which really did a lot for them. I mean, it's a big part why ganito yung team natin.
Yes. Jessie De Leon, see her on your screen, seeing action here in this set, 16-15. Petrogas down by 1. Quick attack, Madi Madayag, a little bit too low.
That's right. And she was committed already sa approach niya. That's why wala na rin siyang nagawa.
Yes. Back-to-back points for Petrogas. We're tied again. That has been the story of this game. Consecutive points coming in from one team, and then the same thing will happen for the other. Gaston. Mendres was there. Ivy goes to Soltones, set back. Great recognition by our players. Deanna Wong to Madayag, and she will put it away.
And you can see momentum really on the Flying Titan side. We take a look at this last attack. Madayag just making up for that error a while ago. Making sure she got that point. Just a lot of errors also coming from Petrogas. Yeah, and Choco Mucho on the other hand was able to minimize theirs. So you see the numbers of Katerina.
Yes. Double figures once again. Double touch called here against Ivy Perez. Just as Petrogas closed in. Sagot naman agad sa kabilang. Choco Mucho with 2 points. Christine Hekeliana.
Ayan na.
3-time champion in the UAAP. Very underrated, of course. Jessie De Leon coming out here. And it's great that she has been a big spark for Petrogas.
Obviously, and expect Jessie to be present in probably the semifinals. Alam mo yung mga magic bunot kung tawagin ng mga coaches natin.
Petrogas trying to tie things up. 17-18. Bongay. Arado will go to Soltones. Sent back. Gretchen again. This time around, she will score.
Finding that opening. Rachel Soltones. And she likes yung medyo mahaba yung set. Nasa dulo na talaga. That's para she can get that nice angle.
Rachel Soltones, MVP as well, back in her college days in San Sebastian.
AKA the Lady Beast.
Yon. Back set, Ivy Perez. And that will be a call against Petrogas. Mama sa net, si Jessie De Leon. 19-18. Closing in. Both teams have scored at least 20 points in all of the sets so far, and we're definitely in for a treat here in set number 4. Bongay to serve. Perez goes to Soltones again off speed. Rocha was there. Back row, Bongay. Ivy, the quick to De Leon. And here's the runner, Madi Madayag. Whistle called against Petrogas.
That's right, violation first before that attack.
Surging lead Choco Mucho, 5 points away from securing a matchup against Cherry Figo.
That's another epic
my.
battle. Well, kiniklaim ko na, sinasabi ko.
ano yun, Goliath versus Goliath, no? In terms of height as well.
Right, that's right.
And speaking of height, the blocking again present from Madi Madayag, Deanna Wong and company. And that open has been very tough for Petrogas all afternoon. Now it's evening time. Lead is up to 3 for Choco Mucho. Ivy Soltones. She will score off the block.
That's right. Another cross-court hit from Saltones. So it's also nice that this is still, manageable for Petrogas. And they should not give up. And, instead, again, step on the
Gas!
gas.
Ayan! The lead, it hasn't, gotten over 3 points naman. So, gano'n tayo kadikit, no? Back row, Soltones.
There you go, Saltones. Also doing it from the back row.
Lead is down to 1 here. So we're mentioning Mosey na nahihirapan ng Petrogas in the open. At least we're seeing the middle, the back row being activated as well.
Pero si Gretchen nakaka-open na rin, di ba? Back-to-back na points. Well, makes yung sports vision group would like to thank, syempre, Governor Manotoc, because of the hospitality and the kindness that has been giving everyone in the bubble. So, kaya sila siguro, enjoy rin sila sa bubble even if nandun sila. But nakikita mo naman, di ba, every pre-game, yung mga scenic spots
Yes.
that you see in Ilocos. So, again, thank Governor Manotoc for that.
A great experience as well for us to just witness these players become a part of this community dyan sa Ilocos Norte. And for them to go through it 1 month filled with volleyball na inantay natin for the longest time, giving us the action that we have been desperately waiting for. We're very, very happy, and to see them happy as well. Enjoying the beach, no?
Oo.
21-20. Petrogas closing in. Rocha with the kill.
Look at the attack points. 12 for Petrogas and 9 for the Flying Titans. And they set so far.
Block. Rocha, that's what she can do. Lead up to CHOCOMUCHO, looking to close things out. Ivy goes to Mendrez. Cross court, Dayag was there. Arocha again, sent back. Battle at the net, Deanna Wong. Chance ball. Deanna on the 1-2.
Ang tagal na yung stare down na yun, And you just feel that this is really a hard match, no? For these two ball clubs. And minsan dyan mo na lang nalalabas yung energy mo, And Dina loving that last point.
Timeout here will be the last hurrah for Petrogas. They do manage to come back down by 3, 20-23. Again, if Petrogas loses this game, it will be the Angels facing the Creamline Cool Smashers, number 1 versus number 4 in the semifinals. But if they win, then they will be waiting for the winner of CHOCOMUCHO and Cherry Eagle for tomorrow. Madi Manayag serving for the Flying Titans, 2 points away from that semifinals matchup against Cherry Eagle.
Well, look at her numbers. 14 points, 8 from attacks, and 6 block points for her. Ivy Perez, syempre, sabi niya, hindi pa tapos.
Yes.
Put it over.
Timeout now from Petrogas.
Right, timing that ball well.
Chie De Leon serving. Trying to survive here. 2 points ang kalamangan ng CHOCOMUCHO. Oh, service ace coming in. And by the way, at this point in the match, Petrogas, they have Chie De Leon, Ivy Perez, Jerry Malabanan on the floor. Even Mayan Mendez is there. 1-point lead. Chance ball.
Oh, free ball given to Petrogas.
On the run, Rem Palma. Lazaro was there. Here's Mendres. Tendon again. Approached by Regine. Sent back. Pongay. Palma pushes it over. Let's see where Ivy's gonna go. Back to Rem, and she will score.
Rem Palma once again. Ano ba? Hindi siya nag-adjust, always going down the line and still effective in this fourth set. Mula first set yan, o second set yan yung ginagawa niya.
Go straight to Tenten Lazaro Revilla. Rem Palma apologizing, but none needed. Sanay na si Tenten sa ganyan. I'm not saying na madalas mangyari kay Tenten yun, ha? She is, we all know how good she is.
Oh, this is still playable. Free ball though.
Oh no. This is very unfortunate.
Hindi nakapakatayo. Relax. Relax lang.
Again, Regina Rocha is crucial part of this Choco Mucho lineup. And we're days away from the semifinals. We do not want these kinds of things to happen.
Gusto niya tumayo eh.
Rocha has started in all of the games of Choco Mucho in this conference.
He's been also the key here in this match. Arocha already. Medyo maintindihan talaga natin yan. Why? Because yesterday, they had a 5-setter. Ngayon, ganito na naman yung game. Very tough 4-setter.
It's 23 all here. Jesse De Leon serving. They have tied things up.
That kind of iced Jessie. No, that lull.
Oh man, that's gotta hurt. And it is match point for the Choco Mucho flying Regina Rocha treated.
Well, I hope, ayun nga, no, cramps lang sana. Pero, I mean, like, yun lang sana. Because madali naman yung gamutin. But Ivy Perez.
And that's it. That's the ball game. Ivy Perez cannot get that ball over.
And but that was such a, again, ano, like a tiring and tough match.
It was a good match.
Napagod lalo na sila.
25-23. Choco Mucho coming out on top. Choco Mucho closes this one out in 4 sets. Bongay Gaston leading the way with 16 points for his squad. It was a very tight one. Back and forth we went. Both teams scored 20 plus points in all of our sets. And again, because of this victory, Petrogas will be at number 4 facing Creamline, and then Chocomucho will be facing Cherry Pigo in the semifinals. Our best player of the game, Ponggay Gaston, is with Ayi Kinsay.
Ay, ang ganda.
Ponggay, hinanapan nyo ng butas yung kalaban at pinigilan yung momentum. What was going through your mind while you were attacking throughout all those sets?
Totoo lang iniisip ko talaga yung teammates ko kasi gusto namin manalo. And we're just gonna do our best in every game. So yun, inspiration ko talaga yung team ko tsaka yung coaches.
And another question lang, what do the Flying Titans have in store for us this upcoming semifinals?
You guys can expect more of that exciting games, and we're gonna give our all, and we're gonna do our best. We're not gonna go down without a fight.
Ayun, congratulations Ponggay and the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. You can greet your loved ones.
Thank you, I want to say hi to my mom and my dad. It's my mom's birthday tomorrow, so happy birthday, Mom. Thank you sa Yusano family, sa supplements always, and hi kay Papa Esmoon, hello.
And there you have it, Ponggay Gaston of the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Expect more PVL action in later's game.
Thank you, Ai. Congratulations to Ponggay. Maddie Barayaga had a big game as well with 13 big points for her squad. Later on, the Signal HD Spikers will look to snap their 5-game losing streak against the red-hot PLDT Power Hitters with back-to-back victories here in the 2021 PVL Open Conference. Again, Petrogas and Creamline on Sunday, and then it will be Cherry Pigo versus Choco Mucho. Thank you so much for joining us. In behalf of our director, Rodel Campo, our executive producer, Malu Neri, Ayi Kinsay, and my partner, Mosey Ravena. My name is Migs Gomez. Maraming salamat at mabuhay ang bawat atletang Pilipino.